Well, the days are getting shorter, the leaves are turning color, it's fall. Well, in the rest of Canada, it's basically winter already, but you know, it's still fall in this part of Canada, here in Victoria, so let's do the It's Finally Fall book tag coming right up here on Drew's Book Reviews. Alright, let's talk about It's Finally Fall book tag here on Drew's Book Review. So I was tagged on this book tag by Boiled Jellyfish. I will go ahead and link Boiled Jellyfish channel in the description below. So definitely go and check that out. I'll link his video down below so that you could go check that out as well. So I was tagged in this It's Finally Fall book tag. So here we are. We're going to do It's Finally Fall book tag, but make sure you hit that like button, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to check out my tag video playlist, which you can see linked below and somewhere up in the cards as well. So let's talk about it. Oh, and of course, before I forget, Discord and Bookstagram will be linked below as well. You can join me over on Discord and Bookstagram, and you can check out all that down below. Join me over there. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's talk about It's Finally Fall book tag. Okay, prompt number 1. In fall, the air is crisp and clear. Name a book with a vivid setting. For that, I went with Indian Horse by Richard Wagamese. So vivid in the sense that it really has the ability to trigger strong emotional response. You could really imagine and feel for the characters going through the experiences that they had to deal with in this book. And it was just such a powerful read. Very vivid, very difficult, emotionally triggering read to get through. Indian Horse by Richard Wagamese. If you have not checked out my review of this, definitely do so. I'll be sure to have that linked in the cards and down below as well. So definitely check that out. This is my pick for a book with a vivid setting. So this is just really was a fantastic read, and I would highly recommend it, but be warned, trigger warning absolutely throughout this book. Prompt number 2. Nature is beautiful, but it is also dying. Name a book that is beautifully written, but also deals with a heavy topic like loss and grief. For that, my pick is going to be Elantris by Brandon Sanderson. I recently completed a reread of this. Go ahead and check out my review. Again, I'll try to make sure that's linked in the cards and below as well. But essentially, this book is the zombie apocalypse. It is definitely a zombie book and setting where the people involved have to deal with the fact that they're effectively dead. And they have to figure out how to, well, live again and to have fulfilling lives and goals and aspirations once again. So it definitely deals with that heavy topic of loss and grief and death. And it really is such a well-written, good book. And I really enjoyed this one. And I'll probably reread it again at some point, or even listen to it again on Audible. Love Elantris. It's a fantastic book. It's part of the Cosmere. And well, I love the Cosmere. If you don't know that already, where you been? I love the Cosmere overall. So Elantris is my pick for that prompt. Prompt number 3. Fall is back to school. Share a non-fiction book that taught you something. For this prompt, I choose anything by Brian Greene. I absolutely love Brian Greene's writing. And when it comes to non-fiction, Brian Greene is essentially a must-buy for me at this point. I currently have 4 of his books. Got The Fabric of the Cosmos, The Hidden Reality, Elegant Universe, as well as Until the End of Time. This one particularly is actually, I was lucky enough to get a signed edition of Until the End of Time. So this is probably one of my favorite Brian Greene books because of that. But definitely anything Brian Greene fits this prompt for me so well. So there you have it. Anything by Brian Greene fits the back to school tag. Prompt number 4. In order to keep warm, it's good to spend some time with people you love. Name a fictional family, household, or friend group that you'd like to be a part of. And for this, I went with Bridge 4 from Stormlight Archive. Again, another Sanderson book in the Cosmere on Roshar, but definitely Bridge 4 with Kaladin and his team. And while these people were not exactly the highest, they were as low as you could get in their society, they are a group that have been through so much and just became such a close-knit, tight family. So I would say Bridge 4 crew, that is the crew I'd want to hang out with. They just seem like such an awesome group of people. Prompt number 5. The colorful leaves are piling up. Show us a pile of fall-colored spines. Well, for this, I went with my Wheel of Time collection. So the Wheel of Time books definitely have a very colorful theme and a lot of fall-colored themes within that. So Wheel of Time is my pick for the fall-colored spines prompt. And I think most of you would probably agree, but hey, if you don't agree, that's fine too. You can tell me in the comments down below. But this is my pick for the fall covered spine prompt. Prompt number 6. Fall is the perfect time for some storytelling by the fireside. Share a book wherein somebody is telling you a story. For that, I went with Edgar Allan Poe collected works. In most of Edgar Allan Poe's stories, he is telling you a story of what is going on, usually from the narrator's perspective. So this is a collection of his stories, and this is definitely more than one story, of course, but this collected works of Edgar Allan Poe is my choice for a book where someone is telling you a story. In fact, this book, you are being told many, many stories by the narrator. And this just seemed like a good fit for that particular prompt. And of course, Edgar Allan Poe is a great fall read as well, especially in October. Prompt number 7. The nights are getting darker. Share a dark, creepy read. Well, for prompt number 7, I'm going with Grimm's Fairy Tales. These are not your Disney fairy tales. Grimm's Fairy Tales are weird, twisted, dark, disturbing, just generally kind of creepy. So, if you haven't read Grimm's Fairy Tales, maybe you should check it out, especially if you like that creepy stuff, because this is just weird, all around weird stuff. Grimm's Fairy Tales is definitely my pick for that prompt. Prompt number 8. The days are getting shorter. Name a short, heartwarming read that could warm up somebody's cold and rainy days. For this, honestly, I went with, literally anything Discworld. Discworld is hilarious, they're fun, so many of them are short, quick reads, and just all around highly entertaining, and they definitely bring some light to my rainy, cold days, especially in the fall. I love the Discworld series, and I'm working through them all. I'm about over halfway through, maybe about 2/3 through at this point, and I'll probably finish up the entire Discworld series at some point next year, but this is definitely my choice for this prompt, anything Discworld. Prompt number 9. Fall returns every year. Name an old favorite that you'd like to return to soon. Well, for this one, I actually went with The Sword of Truth by Terry Goodkind. This is a book series I actually plan on starting a reread of, and I'm looking to reread this series starting again in 2023. And with any luck, maybe I'll get to start that reread before the end of the year. But definitely Terry Goodkind's Sword of Truth is my pick for an old favorite that I want to return to. It has been such a long time since I've read the entire Sword of Truth series, and I look forward to going back to the very beginning with Richard and Kalen's adventures. Alright, and prompt number 10, the final prompt on this book tag, is fall is a perfect time for cozy reading nights. Share your favorite cozy reading accessories. Well, for me, this would definitely have to be a cup of coffee and a good book in the morning to start the day, and a glass of wine at night as I wind down my day with a good book. These are definitely my favorite book reading accessories, coffee and wine. Just a good warm cup of coffee on those cold autumn, winter mornings to warm you up as you read a good book in the morning is just fantastic, and a nice glass of wine before bed is always nice as well. So there you have it. There is the it's finally fall book tag. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think. How do you like the answers that I gave? Have you read any of the books in this book tag? Any of the prompts? What would your answers be to some of these prompts? I'd love to hear from you. Comment down below, like, subscribe, check out the Discord, check out my Bookstagram, and thank you so much for watching. And as always, until next time, keep on reading. Bye!